Hi and welcome to Mum Focus. I'm Jenny and in this video I'm going to go through what to pack in a hospital bag. I'm going to let you know what I recommend you pack, so it's things that I wish I kind of knew before going into hospital twice now. So I've had one baby that was emergency cesarean and then one that was planned, so I knew when I was going in, induction. So I'm going to go through your hospital bag checklist, and what to pack for hospital bag for mum, what to pack for hospital bag for baby, hospital bag for dad or partner, because you might have to pack that too, and just going to go through what you might have to take if you're going in for a cesarean or a few other bits as well. So hopefully just give you the essentials of what you need to put in your hospital bag. Let's get started. And before we get started, if you want to hit like and subscribe to my channel, and if you want to share as well, so if you've got any friends that are potentially about to go in hospital, have the baby or pregnant and they're stressing about their hospital bag, hopefully this will help them out. I'm going to start with what to pack in hospital bag for mum, whether you're having a natural birth, and also what to pack if you're having a cesarean. First thing, most important thing, if you're going into labour, it's unexpected, you need your hospital notes. So basically just keep these with you pretty much all the time. If it's unexpected, just have them in the car when you're going out, in your bag. Just try and remember as much as you can, because if anything does happen, like I had a bit of an emergency Braxton Hicks kick in, and they're going to need those notes. So it's really important because it has all the information about your birth, all the information about what's happened so far, so it just makes it so simple. So biggest thing you need to do is remember your hospital notes. Keep them safe. Something loose and comfortable to fit in during the labour, so it's not going to be restrictive, going to be able to move around, and you're not going to be too hot. For me, I went out and just bought a nice really comfortable t-shirt, which is a bit bigger, and I just knew it was going to be comfortable against my skin. You just want to feel comfortable, because you don't want to look amazing at hospital, not being funny. It's just treat yourself to a nice pair of pajamas or a nice t-shirt or something that you're going to feel really comfortable in. Don't expect your bump to go down straight away. After you've had the baby, obviously your tummy's still going to be quite big, so you're going to need nice loose pants as well and things like that, and then about 3 changes of clothes as well. Okay, so comfortable support breastfeeding bras. For me, I love the ones that clip undone and back up. And remember, when your milk kicks in, your boobs might get a bit bigger and it's going to be really uncomfortable, so nice comfy soft cotton feeding bras are really good. A couple of those would be really handy. Go out and treat yourself to something like the nice pajamas, or just something you're going to feel comfortable in, and then some changes of clothes as well. So just remember, you're not going to lose your weight straight away after having the baby, so you want to have something nice and comfortable to fit in. So comfy pajamas, comfortable like joggers and t-shirts and jumpers and stuff is going to be ideal. Next thing you're going to need is 2 or 3 nice comfortable bras. So for me, I went and got the really soft cotton breastfeeding ones, so they have like the little clips that you can open and shut. Also you can get like pajama ones as well, so they open and shut, which again, when you're in hospital, your milk will kick in and you're going to have massive boobs. You're going to need to make sure your bra is really comfortable and supportive as well. Talking about boobs leaking, you're going to need some breast pads. Okay, so for me, I got some bamboo ones which were really nice and soft, but only thing is with that, depending how much you're leaking, you might want to get the breast pads that are soft on one side and it has the cover on the back so it doesn't leak through. So breast pads, they're definitely going to be important. So even if you're not planning on feeding, your milk might kick in and then you might start leaking, so it's always good to have some breast pads. You can buy disposable ones, just use them if they feel comfortable for you. A couple of packets of soft absorbable sanitary maternity pads. So for me, I didn't realise how good these were. When you've had either a natural birth or a cesarean, you're going to bleed afterwards, so you're going to need plenty of pads, and surprising how many you can get through. So just give yourself a few of those packs in your bag ready to go. So some sexy disposable pants. I didn't actually go with these, but I just went to somewhere like Tesco's or Sainsbury's, and you just get a packet of the size up from what you are as well, so they're just a little bit looser, a little bit more comfortable. So if you're going to have a cesarean, remember your scar's going to be there, so you don't want anything touching that. So again, some just really comfortable loose pants. I didn't want to wear a thong after giving birth because yeah, it's not very comfortable down there. Just get some pants that you don't mind throwing away afterwards, or I just got some nice black ones. If you do bleed on them, yeah, just throw them away afterwards. Things like your wash bag, you're gonna need a toothbrush, hairbrush, flannel, soap, lip balm. So again, just making sure you're feeling comfortable. Obviously, some people want to have their hair and makeup done as well. So for me, I had my hair up because it was just getting in my face and you're just like, oh. And I don't wear makeup normally, so I wasn't too worried about having my makeup done for all the photos and things like that. The most important thing is just making sure you're all right and the baby's okay. So don't think, oh, I have to have my hair and makeup done just after giving labour. So maybe have a little bit in there just so you can feel nice, but don't go taking your whole makeup box with you to the hospital because you just don't need it. Take a towel. I've got one of those super absorbable towels, which worked out really well. It's lightweight. You haven't got a massive bag taking up half of your hospital bag. Things to pass the time as well. So for me, I took in my laptop the second time around because I was in there for a couple of nights and I was just going out of my mind because I just wanted to watch something to take my mind off waiting for baby to come. So just find something that you're going to enjoy doing, a crossword puzzle and things like that. I don't normally do, but again, it's just something to take your brain off, oh my god, I'm about to have a baby, when's this baby coming, and things like that. So yeah, crosswords work quite well. Just find something you can do, so whether it's colouring book or magazine or music or whatever it is you fancy listening to while you're about to have your baby. But try and find something that might take your mind off it and relax you. Okay, so a fan can get quite hot in the hospital, depending what time of year, again, you're going in hospital. If it's winter, they might be pumping out the heating, so it can still get really hot. In the summer, it might have air conditioning, but it might be boiling hot. So I had my daughter in January and then my son in July, so I kind of had both, but like, it was freezing cold when we went in, but in the hospital it was really hot, so we had the windows open still because it was boiling in there. Whereas with my son, it was really, really hot outside. We had heat waves. It was just really hot in the hospital. So yeah, so fan and a water spritzer or something to cool you down is definitely going to be helpful. Front opening pajamas, you can get these ones which are really handy. So it's like little pajamas that open at the front. So again, little clips that clip open, make it really easy for breastfeeding, and then you haven't got to get tops off and everything like that. Nice little clip, feed your baby, really helps with breastfeeding. Dressing gown and slippers, you want to feel comfortable. It might be a bit chilly when you go down, or just whack a dressing gown on, slippers, walking down, getting your food and stuff. And I went out and bought a really, really fluffy dressing gown just so I felt really super soft and cuddly. When you're going home, you want to wear something really comfortable, so don't worry necessarily about looking amazing when you're leaving hospital. You have just had a baby. If you've had a cesarean, it is a really big operation, so just go comfort. Make sure you got comfy trousers that aren't gonna be too tight on your tummy or on your legs, and then yeah, nice baggy clothes, but again, make sure if it is winter you've got plenty of layers, so bigger coats and things like that. So camera is a big one. They have the Bounty people that do go around the hospitals, but just taking your own photos on your phone, so make sure you got your phone, your charger. If you have got your own camera, you can do that, and I wouldn't worry too much because nowadays most smartphones are pretty good at taking photos. So just make sure you got your charger so you can charge your phone, because you probably want to chat to your family and friends and let them know how you're doing, or if you are waiting around and things like that, it's just nice to have a phone just to call people and family and let them know how you're getting on. Next thing, snacks. Okay, so you do get fed in the hospital, so don't worry too much if you have gone in and forgotten anything, but it's always nice to have your favourite snacks with you, depending whether you want sweet or savoury. I kind of packed a special little food bag as well, so it had lots of different food in. So for me, I had protein bars, lots of good nutritional foods. Don't go too crazy with eating loads of junk food because you will just feel rubbish, but at the same time, if you need some sweets or some certain fizzy drink or things like that, just get it in a bag, have it there, and then at least you know you've got it. Save having to send your husband out in the middle of before you're having the baby to go and get something you really want. So yeah, so a snack bag and a drink bag is going to be quite good to have. If you're in there for a little while, you're going to want to have lots of snacks and food to keep you going. So extra pillows. Hospitals do have pillows, but sometimes they don't have enough. If you're used to sleeping, like I had about 20 pillows in my bed So I had my maternity pillow, all these extra pillows around me just to make me feel comfortable. In the hospital, sometimes you have like maybe one, or if you're lucky, 2 pillows. If you do have a pillow that has a really comfy, soft pillowcase on, take that one in, because again, it's just going to smell of like your home and make you just feel a bit more comfortable in hospital. A tennis machine, so if you are interested, I think you can hire these. I didn't actually use the tennis machine. That's one of the things you can take in with you, so that just helps with the pain relief. You can hire them or you can buy them, so just look into that. And make sure you take your medication with you as well. So if you are taking any medication, obviously let them know at the hospital what you're taking. But for me, I was taking extra like supplements, so things like multivitamins, all these extra tablets, so I kind of took all that in with me, so I had like good nutrition. They have things like paracetamol and ibuprofen in there, so don't need to take things like that in. Okay, so another thing you really want to have in your hospital bag is some breast cream as well, so you kind of forget how painful your nipples can get if you are breastfeeding. So again, having the cream there straight away is really important. Also some moisturising cream. Once you've had your shower, you might want to wash your hair, so some shampoo and conditioner and some moisturiser. So after you've given birth, it is a bit like, oh, and then as soon as you had that nice shower, you wash your hair, feel a bit more human again. So yeah, so that's really important. And then just remember to make yourself feel a bit more human by having your hair washed. Okay, so when to pack your hospital bag? I recommend an emergency hospital bag in the car is kind of essential. Ideally, you should have it packed. They say like at least a good month before. So for me, with my hospital bag, I kept packing it, unpacking it, packing it, unpacking it. As long as you've got something with you, just have it all nearby, packed in, and then yeah, as you go closer to the time, you might take bits out, put more bits in, but have it kind of ready to go, and then chuck it in the back of the car, or kind of have it with you if you can, in case of emergency. Or if you don't have it with you, just have it by somewhere where if a family member had to, they could just go and get it and then take it up to you at the hospital. So it is easy to get, because again, you might go into labour a little bit early, or you just don't know. So it's best to have it there ready to go as soon as you can. There's no specific date that you should have it ready by, but just have it kind of there as ready as you can. Okay, so one thing I did forget to say, with your hospital bag, I actually went out and got a really nice one. It was a little bit more expensive than I thought I would pay for a hospital bag, but I've actually been using it now for over 3 years, nearly 3.5, and it will probably be used for another couple of years as well. So again, it's like 5 years worth of use out of a bag. You want it to be like really good, so there's no point in just getting a cheap bag that's going to fall to pieces and not very helpful. So for me, I've got a proper big hospital bag. It's got loads of different compartments in, it's got little clips that clip onto your pushchair. Again, it's got all these extra little bits, pockets for certain things, so you know where everything is, so you aren't spending hours finding your keys, because there's a little clip for your keys and things like that. Have a really good look for a decent hospital bag and find one that's going to work for you. Okay, now what to pack in a hospital bag for baby. There's thousands of things you think you might need to have for baby, but realistically you could probably go into hospital without nothing and you'd be okay. So don't stress about what you shouldn't have in there. But basic things you're going to need is, depending on the size of your baby, I took a tiny baby outfit, some baby vests, sleep suits, and yeah, you don't need thousands of outfits with you, because you pretty much just need baby vests and baby sleep suits and bodysuit. Maybe have like a couple of tiny ones, and then depending on the size of your baby, you might just need a newborn and maybe a 0 to 3. So have a little bit of variety. As soon as your baby comes, if the worst case scenario, they are really big and they don't fit in anything, someone's going to be able to get you an outfit. So don't stress about taking 1,000 outfits to the hospital. It's not a have to take thousands of things to the hospital. If anything, it's easier just to take a couple little things and then message someone. So unless you live hours away from a hospital or hours away from a shop, you don't need to worry too much about taking a million things. So yeah, so a couple of little outfits. If you do know it's going to be on the smaller side, obviously the tiny baby outfits and things like that. An outfit to go home in, obviously depending if it's your first baby or second baby. With your first baby, you're just like, oh, they're so cute, so you might want to have like a special little outfit you're going to take them home in. Also, if the bounty people that come around and take the photos, if you know you're going to have a photo shoot, you put them in that cute little outfit, because they're going to look gorgeous in that little outfit that they're going to wear home. Hats and scratch mittens and little booties as well. So in hospital, because they have got the air conditioning on, they're going to have to wear that little hat. So try and find a little hat. If you can't, like, don't worry too much if the hat isn't the right size, because they have got hats in the hospital as well. So, but yeah, just a couple of little hats that they can wear. Also scratch mittens, so sometimes babies do come out with their nails quite long and they might just scratch at their face. So again, it's just nice to stop them scratching their face straight away. Plenty of nappies. Okay, so you probably don't realise how many nappies you're going to be changing, but babies do poo and wee a lot. Okay, I had, I can't remember how many nappies, but they do have nappies in the hospital. But yeah, just take a big bag of nappies, and then also if you are going to pack an extra bag in the car, just have some spare ones there just in case. But again, nowadays in hospital, they got shops where you can buy nappies, so don't go overboard and put too many nappies in. A blanket, so maybe a little shawl or blanket. So again, it's not necessarily too hot or cold in the hospital, and they do wrap them up in the hospital blankets there. But when you're going home, it's nice to just put them in their own blanket. Muslins, okay, so they're really good. So babies might be sick or coughing and things like that, and it's just handy when you're breastfeeding just to chuck it over, burp them on your shoulder. Muslin stops most things from getting dirty to a certain degree. Just have a few of those washed ready to go in your bag, and you'll probably need those for the next few years. A pram suit, so depending how cold it is outside, I wouldn't necessarily say that's majorly important, but obviously if you've just got your newborn baby in the hospital and it's really cold outside, potentially snowing, you might want to just put them in a suit. But again, just be careful with the suits, because when you're putting them in the car seat, you don't want too much because the straps won't fit them. So I always found putting them in thinner layers with a blanket over, and just making sure they got a hat and they're in the car nice and quickly. And then yeah, car seat again, so just going into that, car seat on the way home is really important. So that's one of the biggest things. They won't like at the hospital unless you have your car seat with you, so remember your car seat. And if you have to go into hospital and you haven't got it, it's not a problem. Just make sure someone picks it up for you, or someone that's taking you home has the car seat ready, because they won't let you leave unless the baby's in a car seat. Now, what to pack in hospital bag for dad, partner, whoever's going in with you. So most importantly probably is food. In hospital, they only feed you, and they aren't going to feed your husband, partner, whoever it is. So you need to make sure they have enough food, because depending whether they're in for maybe a day, 4 days, 5 days, they're probably going to get hungry. Okay, so obviously you get fed down in a canteen, but your partner won't be getting fed. Make sure they've got plenty of food, snacks, drinks. They can obviously pop down to the shop and get other things as well. It gets really expensive in the hospital, so depending if you want to spend loads of money in the hospital, it might be nice just to have yourself like some food in the fridge ready to go, or just have like plenty of sweets, chocolate crisps, or whatever's going to keep them happy and keep them going. I did my husband a little food bag, lots of his favourite sweets and things like that, just to give him the energy to look after me while we're in hospital. And they're going to need some like comfortable clothes to wear, so depending on what time of year it is, again, it can get hot, so maybe some shorts and t-shirt and some comfortable shoes as well. So if they are waiting outside, walking up and down the corridor, they don't want to be wearing some really uncomfortable shoes. So yeah, make sure you got comfortable clothes, comfortable shoes. If you are going to have a cesarean, they will have the scrubs put on, so you don't have to worry about wearing anything like that. So that's all provided. Change your clothes, toothbrush, deodorant. So a watch with the second hand on if you want to, but again, nowadays in hospitals they've got the time and stuff that do your contractions. Swimwear, so if you are going to have a water birth, obviously if your partner wants to come in with you, they're going to need their swim stuff. And then make sure they've got their phone with a charger, or a camcorder. So that's a bit old fashioned, but you can take camcorders in if you want to. But again, nowadays with phones, they're pretty good, so make sure you got enough battery and space on your camera to do lots of filming. Main thing I would say for partners is food and drink, and also something for them to do as well. So if they are getting a little bit bored, they could do their own crossword or watch a bit of football, whatever they're kind of into. So what do you need in your hospital bag? I think I've covered most of the things. So do you have anything else you packed in your hospital bag that I might have forgotten about? My baby's 7 months old now, so I can't remember exactly, but I just thought hopefully this video will help a few people. So is there anything in your hospital bag that you put in that I haven't mentioned that other people might find useful if you comment below? Or if there's anything that you think might help other people, again, or if there's any questions that you think you might have about whether to take this or that, again, put a comment below and then hopefully we can answer that and help you out. But again, just remember, enjoy this experience. Don't stress about it, because the more you stress about it, it's not good for you or the baby. So just relax, get your hospital bag ready when you can. As long as you've got your notes, it doesn't matter too much about the rest of it. You can just get someone to buy it for you. Just have sort of these things ready to go. I hope you found this video interesting. If you do, please like and share, and some other people might be able to, again, watch it and enjoy it, and also see some of my other videos on my Mum Focus channel. Thank you for watching, take care, and I'll speak to you soon.